Hello everyone and welcome to Manor Lords, a long-awaited game by many. It's been in development for 7 years by only one developer and now it's available in early access. By the end of this video we'll have a small village and we'll have people living in proper houses, farming, gathering berries and meat, cutting wood and everything to sustain itself. There will be many tips along the way, so make sure that you watch until the end and hit the like button if you find them useful. Before you enter the game, you can choose your character, picture, you can name it, let's call it Ben. And you can choose your flag. There are a lot of options here. You can choose the primary and the secondary colors for the symbol and for the background. Change everything here. You can also change the number, the scale for both the symbol and the background. But one thing that you could do if you find one that you like a lot and each time you start the game you don't want to redo it, you can just save it and then you can just load it. So this is my default one that I have created, and every time I start the game this will be the default one. So let's get started. We have three types of games. You have Rise to Prosperity. Here the main focus is to grow. The second is Domination, and the third one is Growth, but to be more challenging because you have to survive all the attacks, and there are a lot of attacks. So if you want a more balanced game, choose Restoring the Peace. Go for the default settings. If you want, you can change here a lot of options, but for now let's go with the default ones and see what we need to do. Okay, so we start with a couple of resources and one tent, actually a couple of tents, but it's one building, and 5 families. But before we start building, we need to take a look at what we have regarding resources. So if you zoom out or press the M button, you'll see the map. You will see that we have here wild animal resources, rich deposit, and also berry rich deposit. I think this is my first time that I get both of them rich, and this is, I think it's the one of the better starts that you can hope for. Other region have a different type of, not different type, other randomized resources. So here we have rich deposit for stone and for clay. Here we have for iron and for berries and so on. So if you don't like what resources you have, so for example, if you get rich clay and rich stone deposit, you can just restart, because as a starting region you'll have a difficult time to feed your population, and clay and stone come in handy later on. Another thing that we need to look for is the fertility on the land. So you can see emmer is like wheat. We have flax and barley. We will need ale, beer for our population mid-game. So you can see that we have some fertility here, but not quite enough for the other two. These regions also are in the red. This one here has a lot of fertility, and also this one. This fertility is randomized every time you start a new game, and also the resources. So if you don't like it, just restart until you get the resources that you want. If it's your first time and you want to have a more relaxed time, if you want it more challenging, just go with whatever you got. Okay, so let's start building. We need to get a logging camp first, and the good thing is that our food supplies are close to our starting location, and I guess I will do our village here and get everything that I need close. Okay, before we start with building, let's build some roads. You can see this is the main road. Here we have a trading point, so people will come to trade from this location when we do trading with other people from other lands, say. So just make sure that we have a road going through our region and where we want to build our houses. Okay, so I guess we can go like this for now. We can have our village over here. It's a good spot, and we can have our industry here. Okay, let's get a road through here, and now we can start building. So first thing first, we need to have a logging camp. This will ensure that we are able to gather timber. The game will tell you if you don't have enough timber, and if you don't have enough timber, actually, it doesn't matter if you have the building, it will tell you to build a logging camp so you don't block yourself. Okay, so let's build a logging camp here. And people will use an ox to start carrying timber to the building, and also after the trees are being cut, to bring the timber back to the base. Another thing that we need to build is a hunting camp. This one is full right now, so we can see that it has almost full, 34 animals compared to the berries that it's still growing. So you can see here in the bottom right, each season has its own benefits, or I don't know, impact. And you can see that in spring the seasonal deposit regrow, so berries regrow in spring. And let's build a hunting camp somewhere here. After we completed the building, we need to assign families to it. Here we have the number of families unassigned. They will build, use the ox to carry supplies. But if we assign them to a building, they will be assigned that it will only work for this building. So let's assign 2 for now, because we'll need a lot of timber in order to get our buildings up. In order to have things go faster, because there will be a lot of timber moved in the beginning especially, we could get an extra ox and this will cost us money, so it will cost us 20 regional wealth. We have 50 for now, so it just get one, and we also need a new hitching post, and we can build one here. We got a message, but we don't want to reply. We'll focus more on the building. Okay, so we have our supplies that we started with on the ground, and when it rains, it will affect our supplies. So what we want to do is get them somewhere safe. We have two options: granary for food and storehouse for everything else. So let's see, I can fit one here. And now we have both. When you place multiple buildings, you can also increase the priority or decrease it, and people will prioritize based on that. Okay, we have our hunting camp. Let's assign one person here so he can start gathering meat.
Fresh start for me and me own.
What we also need, like for basic needs, is firewood. We need a woodcutter sludge. We'll just put it here. And we will need planks in order to build other buildings. Planks use timber, so it's better to have the logging camp and the saw pit close by, because they will deliver from one building to another. Okay, now that we have supplies, we need to increase our approval. So in order to do that, we can see that we have homeless people. Normally, you could upgrade this to a worker camp, and this will provide space for 5 families. But apparently, we still get the notification even if we have this one built. So we'll focus on getting some proper houses. For the logging camp, we can use the limit work area to clear what we want first. So I want to clear everything here and then focus on other parts of the forest. We said that we're gonna build our village here, so we'll start with some roads to plan. Let's see how the houses work. So you don't actually build houses, you build a plot, and they will so we need 4 points. We don't, it's in red because we don't have 12 timber right now, but we'll get there. What you can do is rotate and see where the connection to the road is. So here or here. You can also increase the number of plots, increase or decrease. If you decrease it like this, for example, you can see that we have for this icon here means that you'll have one house and one workshop. If we decrease, we have one house and we can extend to get another family in this plot later on, and also on workshop. So depending on what you need, you might want to get this workshop size bigger or smaller. If you want to have like specific building, let's say a workshop that converts planks to shields. You don't need a big size for the workshop, but if you want to have a farm, and we'll show you, I will show you in a few moments, it's better to have a bigger plot here. So I won't build this one yet because I don't want the buildings to be connected on this side. I want them to be connected on that side. So I just got an idea where to build, and I will increase actually this one like that. And you can build houses also by pressing the H key. And I want to build like this. So we have room for 6 families and also some place where we can plant stuff later on. Okay, 6 families because currently we have 5 families and we want to get rid of the working or the worker camp. And we also have room, we will have room for 1 family to join us. So in order to get the population increased, you need to have better approval rate than I have right now. But as soon as we get the buildings up, we'll remove this one and we won't have the homeless, let's say, debuff. Okay, now that we have built the storage for the food and everything else, we should bring them inside because you can see that exposed stocks are getting soaked. So I will get someone to the granary and someone to the storehouse to work. And they will start gathering the resources from here, getting the bread into the granary. And now we can also sell it for the people. I mean, provided, not sell it because we don't get... we don't get money. Okay, so in order to provide the food and also firewood and what the houses need will be available in a few moments, we need to build a marketplace, and the marketplace, it's also an area. So if we build it like this, you'll see that we have room for this way 31 market stall or 27. Let's build it like this, and they will occupy as they need. Ideally, you want the marketplace next to the buildings. The houses closer to the market will get their needs fulfilled first. Okay, so number of months before supplies run out. Most important things are fuel and food. So currently we have 17 firewood, and we have meat and bread. So we're doing okay on the food part, and fuel we're not gathering yet because we don't have anyone assigned to the woodcutter's lodge. Okay, so as you can see here, we have an option to expand living space. It will cost us 2 timber, and we can get an extra family here. They are not moving in because we still have this worker camp that is hosting 5 families, so we don't need this anymore. Just gonna demolish it, get 1 timber from that that we used to upgrade it, and now you can see that families are living in proper homes. And we also should increase the number of houses in order to be able to have all the families with a roof. Okay, so I will just let's see, we have plenty of food, so I will get someone from the hunting camp free, so we have 2 unassigned families that can build the houses, and this will make things go faster. We already starting to get rid of the debuff, I mean the disapproval. Okay, now here we have 2 families. So what we need to focus next is to focus on providing access to basic needs. So water access, church, fuel, food, and clothing. When you provide all the requirements, you fulfill all the requirements, you can upgrade to level 2 building. We'll get to that part later. Okay, so water need is quite easy. Yeah, you can also see the underground water, and it's better if you check at the start when you plan your village, because if we had put our village here, it would have been a bit more difficult to get water, but we have it right here, so that's no issue for us.
Come along, lad.
Yeah, I'll put it here. They can reach it. Okay, next what we need to have is food and fuel. We should have someone from the granary and have a food stall here and provide access. So if we click on the marketplace itself, if we hover on this 3 needs, we can see who gets enough food, fuel, or clothing. So here we have fuel and food. We need clothing, and water access we don't have yet because it's not built, but we'll get soon. So we can host 6 families, and we have 5. As soon as the approval will increase, we'll start getting new people. We have wild animals and also berries that we can collect, but we also can get 3rd type of food if we make a vegetable garden, chicken coop for eggs, or if we want to get extra hides, we can get a goat shed. For this map, this region that we have now, we don't need a lot of extra vegetables for now, but I will build one anyway. Eggs, I never had a surplus of eggs. They either gather low numbers or just eat a lot of eggs. So I usually go for vegetable gardens. And goat, we don't need extra hides because we have rich deposit of wild animals. This is you can export it later on if you want, but for now I will just focus on vegetable gardens. Be careful that it costs 15 regional wealth. So if you want to build it, make sure that we have the money. I will just build it as an example here. So you can see that we used every remaining land from this plot to get some vegetables planted. Okay, so we now have who is this one is full. Oh yeah, it's early access, so there are a couple of bugs here and there. When you have one login storage here, it will say it's full storage, but just ignore it for this building for now.
This is heavier than it looks.
Okay, so we have this market here. I will just build some extra roads here. And I will also get some more houses on the other side. But these ones, I want them only with workshop, a small workshop. I can build 4 this way, or if I decrease, I can build 2, 4, 6. I mean 3 plots, but 6 families. So, but we'll have only 3 workshops. So we can play with this this option to get whatever you need. Working area is empty, so I guess they cut everything in that area. I'm gonna increase and get it like this. So I want everything clear here, and after that we'll focus on other areas. I don't want to leave the animals without trees, and also berries. Gonna leave some trees over there. Okay, so now we have our people that are approving our progress so far. So we have market food variety, and we don't have homeless people anymore. I mean, I guess we are. There we go. And we also have a new family started moving in. So we have 3 unassigned, 3 assigned. We have room for 7, plus we're building 2 additional homes. Yeah, so this is the basic start. Of course, in order to provide everything, just make sure that you have assigned people to where you gather food. We only have the hunter's camp, but we can also build the forager hut. We can put it next to it. And settlement level increase. So as soon as you fulfill these needs that you can see here, have bargage plots 5, then level 2 have 2, and 3 level 3 later on, you will get some points to spend on region specialization. We can also have people to fight now because we got an armament delivery, and let's form the militia. And in order to do that, we go to the army tab, click on create units, And you can see that we have 20 spears and 20 large shields, and these are used for spear militia. So if we click this one, people will just get the equipment from local storage and have them in their houses. And when time comes to fight, they will pick up what they need and will form an army. And also, as I was saying, now we have the possibility to spend one development point to get more bonuses from our region. So there are 4 sections. One is based on trades. So we have trade logistics, better deals, foreign supplies, and some are lacked, or some are locked for now for early access. And we have this one here that is mostly for getting better mining, to use iron for basic armor making, mail armor and plate later on. We have the section for beekeeping and getting wax for candles, and also increase the berry production and advance animal skinning. So this is for, let's say, animals and plants. And here we have this section that is for farming. So we have heavy plow, orchard, fertilization. We can irrigate. I don't think this one is needed right now. There are some options, some possibilities to unlock stuff that don't really make sense in this version of the game, because I haven't seen any droughts. So yeah, make sure that you plan ahead what you want to have in your village, in your region, because I have we have rich deposit for berries and wild animals. I guess we will go with this section here. This doubles the capacity of the berry deposits. We can get passive meat, passive income of meat using traps, and we can also double the amount of meat harvested for by the hunters. So this is the obvious choice for this region. There are limited points, so make sure that you choose wisely. And as soon as you claim another region, you can specialize that region for something else. You can claim region by using influence. So we don't have any influence right now, but if you fight bandit camps, you get influence, or you can donate some food to the church and get some influence, but we'll talk about that in a future episode. We have Hildebolt, that it's also claiming regions. So when you try to claim a region, probably he will contest that, and you'll have to fight. It will cost 1,000 influence to get a region that it's not occupied, and 2,000 to claim one that is occupied, and you'll have to fight for it. So be prepared. And you can make that village to specialize with farming or other stuff. We will end this episode here. We will continue with the series, so subscribe to get notification when new videos arrive. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.